Hi, I'm Mark D'Amato. Welcome back to Let's Play Lord of the Rings, War in the North on the PC. I think it's the same game across platforms in this case. We are looking for the way back to the main level. I forget where it is. Got a little lost. This place is less straightforward than Bree. Ah, here we go. To the Barrow Downs. War in the North. Just so I'm not distracted when the game actually starts. And here come the ghosts. Oh, it's one of them. Okay, cool.
Let us stand and fight together!
Oh, shit! Good hit, I gotta admit.
Many thanks. Let's get back to it.
And going somewhere else. I'm gonna deal with the undead archers. We can't hold to increase the power of our shots, sadly. It can work like archery in any other game, but
We strike as one.
oh, he threw me with something. Aha! It's two barrel whites we killed. And the ghosts are going through here. And so are we, to this big tomb.
If I read the signs right, Duin and Kalar fought a battle here as well. And look here. Broken shards of a ranger's sword. I know this blade. It belonged to Kalar.
This is where our comrades were here. And where are they now?
Dead. Possibly zombies.
This tomb makes my blood chill. This is no place for living men. Let's find my friends. Let's hope we're not too late.
There's not much, I'm going to say this now, not much character to the characters in this game, but it's not really the point. It's not about the story. The story is paper thin. It's about the fighting and getting to have more Lord of the Rings going on. Ooh, Dunedain cache.
Signs are clear. Rangers were once here. They left some
Ooh,
useful
Tyron
records.
Gothrad. Tyron Gorthad longbow. Take a look at some of my new gear, see if anything's better than what I have on. Much better, okay. Okay, good, that's at least a step down. Move, dwarf. Yeah, I think this has an online multiplayer. You can play with 2 other friends or randos if you want to be an idiot. Okay, let me rephrase it. If you're playing this game with 2 of your friends, that's fun. That's cool. You're going to have a good time. If you're playing this with 2 randos, you're an idiot. That's why I don't like online games, because I don't trust people I don't know, especially when they're anonymous. They get, you're gonna get griefers, most of the time. Most players are griefers. Most players of anything are griefers. Ooh, smooth amethyst. I have a feeling you all need me over here.
It's time to put an end to you!
You deal with them. I got something to inspect up here.
We strike as one!
Been here. Got it. Main reason I break everything. So I know I've been, if I see a broken bond, like, yeah, I've been through here. What's up here, though? Hello? Sort of treasure. Ooh, it's a big chest. Ancient key. Ooh, spin Beyblade sword. Unlock the Barrow Downs. Unlock the gate. What gate? I think I know the gate they're talking about.
Servants of the enemy, beware!
Level up time. Let's keep making ourselves stronger. Well, more dexterous in this case. Keep going. Here's the gate. Gotta be some fun stuff through here. Let's see what we have.
We strike as one!
There are more Lord of the Rings games on the way. Like I plan to do 2 towers with Minimat. Just it's traditional to do those games with Minimat at this point. Probably gonna do the Hobbit. Might try to do Lord of the Rings Conquest, even though that game's fucking balls.
It would be fitting to drive the White to
What's that one they made a while ago? Oh yeah, Shadow of Mordor. Not Shadow of War though. Might skip Shadow of Mordor entirely. It's not really. I'll give it a look, but might not actually play it. What other games I can do? What's the what? Third Age. That's what I'm thinking of. Third Age. It's gonna be fun. It's a turn-based RPG, basically a Final Fantasy clone with Lord of the Rings characters. Except no Lord of the Rings characters you would possibly recognize, merely just replacements of the characters you know.
We strike as one.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Other way. Wrong way. But clearly not going the way I want to. I'm trying to get as much treasure as I can in this cave. Are they trying to fight the Barrow White on their own? That's adorable. This is why I should want to go this way. Treasure. Lots of it. Do. The most useful thing we're finding are arrows. See if we got anything better in our inventory now. Headpieces. Step down, step down, step down. Good, okay. Now let's help our friends. So the gate wasn't a side mission, it was necessary.
We strike as one.
Cool. I got this. Has it been the same Barrow White this whole time? Must be.
Die, filth!
Hey, can we get a heal up in here, Andrew, please? Alright, I'll use one of my potions. Murderer's Mallet. That doesn't sound pleasant. Oh! It's one of them!
Luan, he lives. Can you hear me, Luan? Awake.
No strength can prevail against this sickness. What good are swords in the face of this plague? What in the name of... Eridan?
Yes, it's me, my friend.
I have been...
How did you end up in this burrow?
I recall we were making good speed through the Downs, eager to return to our friends. But a fog began to rise and it became hard to find our way. We began to hear voices calling to us, as if from far off, or else underground. And then, the dead were all around us. We fought them, but then I felt the presence of something else, something stronger, more evil. I saw a shadowy figure seize hold of Kalaran and he fell senseless. Then it came for me. That is all I remember. But if I was brought living into this tomb, then the same would be true for Kalaran. We need to find him.
Is it just me or does this guy look a little evil?
That's what we intend to do. Are you strong enough to join us?
Yes, I think I can keep up with you.
Let's go before any more dead things decide to turn up.
Be nice to see him in the armor that is for him, but hey, it looks good enough. Picking his own stuff. Same with Andriel. You keep up with us? Oh, we gotta keep up with you. Fuck. You're a fast bugger. I'm trying to loot the tomb, which is probably the reason the zombies keep attacking, frankly. He doesn't have a health bar, which means he cannot die. I'll get the archers.
We strike as one.
I mean, I'm a ranger. This is kind of my job, right? Just ganking enemies from cover. With a bow and arrow. The Rangers in Lord of the Rings are a bit more complicated. They're basically knights, but like roving knight errants who just do good deeds for people. And fight evil. And have a lot of wilderness lore. They're kind of like a knight crossed with a paladin, if in D&D terms. No, a ranger crossed with a paladin.
It's Kalaran!
Oh no! It's a ghost zombie! The fucking Sith Lord, what the hell?
What's happened to him?
Rangers, hear me! The Barrow wants to cross him. Defend yourselves. We must strike him down.
He's a friend. I cannot.
The man you knew is dead. This is but a cruel trick. Defend yourselves.
This is definitely the boss.
We
Gonna finish looting the building before I help them with the Barrow White Lord. They won't do much without me anyway. Oh, we got a Westernist artifact. Great.
Let us stand and fight together!
Get behind the pillar, guys!
We strike as one!
Come on.
That'll teach you to take on a ranger!
He is a ranger, sort of. Give me our treasure. Fucking ghost. Red horn armor. Ooh, is that better than what we have? Let's have a look, shall we? It is not. It also looks exactly like her starting armor. Fuck that. Bow. Got a new bow? Red-eyed bow. Lower minimum, but higher maximum, and a strength bonus, so that's cool. And sword. New swords. Tirngothrad. Hillman, Saber. Not stuff I want.
It's a hard thing to see a good friend slain. Harder still to see his remains desecrated in this manner. But at least now he is at rest. But you, how are you bearing up?
First Black Riders, now Barrow Whites. This is more than men should have to contend with. But where there is life, there is hope. Thanks for your concern, but I will be all right. I owe it to those who have fallen to go on as best I may.
You've been through a terrible ordeal. Perhaps you should come with us to Rivendell. Or we could take you to Bree. It's not far away.
No, I feel my strength returning. I'll soon be myself again. And then I will bear Kalaran's body away from these tainted tombs. He should be buried with the rest of his brothers who fell at Sarn Ford.
We've gathered many rich treasures from this tomb. You certainly deserve a share.
Thanks, but it would only serve to remind me of all of this. You keep what you have won.
The Barrow Whites have been driven out. The way back to the surface is now clear. I trust you will be able to make your own way back to the Sarn Ford.
And we got an Elstone of Fire. And we're full on weapons, so let's go. You can go through the game again with all the gear you found, which would make normal and hard easier. Because you'll be starting at the same level with the same shit. Ooh, we're suddenly at Rivendell. Okay. Elrond, Aragorn.
Eradan, it is good to see you safe. Eladan and Elro here told us of your actions at Fornost. Such courage and skill brings honor to all the Dunedain.
Indeed. It is an honor to welcome one so brave to my home.
You're not Elrond.
And
The fuck are
your
you?
companions as well.
No, you're
I'm
not
grateful for
Hugo
what you
Weaving,
did
at
at
least trying to
Fornost.
sound like him.
If Agandaur's forces had joined in the hunt, there is little chance that I and my charges would have made it here to safety.
I'm glad to see you again, Aragorn. You can count on my sword whenever you have need of it. Although I am no wiser as to what this is all about.
I think
Gandalf!
this time we told our newfound friends what they have gotten themselves into.
Gandalf, so you are involved in this as well?
Indeed. Wherever there is trouble and strife, and the enemy is stirring, there you will find Gandalf the Grey.
Well then, can you explain why the enemy is so eager to get his hands on a poor little hobbit?
You have more than earned such an explanation. Tell me, what do you know of Isildur's Bane?
Isildur's Bane? That is another name for the Ring of Power.
Quite right. The Ring of Power. The One Ring. The ruling ring. After lying lost and nearly forgotten for centuries, Sauron's ring has once again been found.
Do you mean to say the happening Aragorn rescued has come into possession of the Dark Lord's ring?
I see now how close we came to complete ruin. But what will become of the ring, now that it is safe in Rivendell?
There is no safe resting place for the ring, not even here in Imladris. It is a danger to all who come near to it. There is only one course left to us. The ring must be destroyed.
To do so, the ring will need to be cast into the same fires from which it was forged. Those of Mount Doom, in the land of Mordor. The hobbit, Frodo Baggins, has agreed to take it there.
You're not going to send a hobbit off to Mordor alone.
No, certainly not. A fellowship will be formed. A fellowship of 9. 9 walkers set against Sauron's 9 Black Riders. Among this fellowship will be representatives of all the free peoples of the world.
Except Ents.
Elves, dwarves, and men.
No eagles either.
Aragorn and I will both be going.
What can the rest of us do to assist you?
The Nazgul and Agandaur are dire threats. We must learn all we can of their movements before the Fellowship is to depart. Scouts will be sent out in every direction to scour the lands around Rivendell.
Where do you want me to go?
Your aid in this would be of great service to our cause.
Very well. Where should we start?
Agandaur is our chief concern. Although the Nazgul are powerful foes, their mission here in the north is abundantly clear. We can only guess what Agandaur may be planning, or where he went after he escaped from you.
I suspect he may be planning to move against us here. Sauron's hatred of the elves is very great, and he does not forget the hand we played in his defeat during the War of the Last Alliance.
If it is strength he wants, he may well find it among the Etten Moors.
You know that region better than I. What can you tell me of the Etten Moors?
The Etten Moors are a spur of the Misty Mountains, lying almost directly north of Rivendell. It is a wild region of very rugged terrain, home to many trolls and giants.
I myself was in the Etten Moors but days ago. I saw no sign of Agandaur's presence, but neither did I encounter trolls. That fact alone is troubling. It could be that they are gathering in force, somewhere among the moors.
If so, it is best we learn of it before they can take us by surprise. We will scout the Etten Moors to see what we can discover.
From what I have heard of you, from Aragorn and Elrond's sons, I expected no less. Still, you have had a long road and hard fighting to get this far. Take what time you need to rest and recover before you set out. The Etten Moors are a dangerous place for the unprepared.
The hospitality of my house is yours for as long as you wish.
Okay, so we're going to chill in Rivendell for the rest of the video before heading out to the Etten Moors. And this is where we're going to meet most of the actual established characters. Chat with Elrond. Oh, yeah, Elrond will talk to us. I thought he went Dane to talk to us for a second.
Greetings to you, Eradan. I am pleased to welcome you to my home. I had heard your name spoken with praise by Aragorn even before these recent events. You have more than proven the value of his judgment. The Dunedain are often our guests here in Imladris, but I would be pleased if you would consider this house as your home whenever you may have need of it.
Oh, thank you.
But I gather you are here for more than an exchange of pleasantries. Do you have questions for me?
I found this scroll at Fornost. I thought it best to bring it to your attention.
A wise decision. This is writ in the black speech of Mordor, a language I will not utter here. It is intended to instruct the reader in the use of dark sorceries.
We encountered orcs at Fornost who used spells against us.
Then it seems this has already been put to use. That is grim news. The Dark Lord is a master of necromancy and other foul sorceries. He has taught these abominations to men in the past, but never, to my knowledge, to orcs.
Another weapon in Sauron's hands. What can we do to prevent this evil from spreading further?
I will destroy this scroll at the very least. But wait, here I discover more.
Oh.
Listen to what is written herein. Scribed by the hand of Agandaur, disciple of the great Lord Sauron, for the empowerment of his servant Wulfrun and those others of his faithful who prove worthy. I will speak no more of these blasphemies, but it does say that this scroll is one of 7 such works.
So 6 more remain. Perhaps we can capture them as well.
That would be a great service to our cause. Should you recover them all, bring them to me, and I will ensure they are destroyed.
I will be certain to do so.
In the meantime, please accept this in appreciation for bringing this matter to my attention. Perhaps it will be of service to you in your travels.
There is something else. I found this tome hidden amid the ruins at Fornost.
Ah, now we get to
it
it.
appears to be quite old.
Ah, now this is writing of an altogether more wholesome sort. This was not made by any minion of Sauron, but rather by the men of Arthedain, likely before the fall of Fornost.
The pages are too worn and the writing too faded for me to make out much. Perhaps you can discover more.
Indeed. It seems to be a personal journal. And here is a name inscribed. M-A-L. Why, this appears to be a work of Malbeth, the seer of Arthedain.
Malbeth? The name seems somewhat familiar.
Many of the Dunedain race are gifted with foresight, but none more than Malbeth. He predicted the final destruction of the kingdom of Arthedain, which befell exactly as he had foretold. I will examine this work carefully. Who knows what other visions are here recorded? It may be that we will find something of value to us in this time of trouble. You did well in bringing this to me. Take this in way of thanks.
I am happy to have been of service. Thank you, and farewell.
Okay, we got some choices of rewards. That's always cool. Now, what do we got up here? Got Aragorn?
Eradan, I am glad of this chance to speak with you. I wish to tell you how proud I am of all you have accomplished.
Oh, thank you, man.
Halbarad has taught you well, and your acts of courage honor the memory of our brothers who fell at Sarn Ford. Knowing I have the loyalty of such men strengthens my resolve.
I would like to know more about those chosen to be part of your fellowship.
Who is it that interests you?
Until next we meet.
I don't really need to know more. It doesn't benefit me at all.
Eradan,
All I know is, because I already know about the Fellowship, and frankly, Eradan doesn't need to know this, so...
I feel I should accompany you on your quest. Let me go south with you.
The Ring-Bearer's companions have already been chosen. I will not gainsay the wisdom of Elrond and Gandalf in this matter. I know it is hard for you to remain behind, but until now you have always dedicated yourself to protecting the people of the North. I would ask you to continue to do so, for the servants of the enemy are found in many places, not in Mordor alone.
There are times I wonder why we do it. We have little enough thanks from those we protect.
Need I answer that? You do it because you know it is right. The North would have known little peace but for us. What roads would any dare travel? What safety would there be in these lands if we had abandoned our self-appointed duty? And two, you do it because of your faith in my line, and in me. You and the others believe that I am the rightful king of the lost realm of Arnor, and it is the duty of a king to protect his subjects. I know it is in your heart, Eredan. You are one of the king's men, even if the king has no throne. Never believe that I am not grateful for such devotion. I will do all I can to justify your faith.
You go now to claim your rightful place as the King of Gondor.
Above all, I go to help Frodo fulfill his quest. For unless the ring is destroyed, Gondor will soon fall. King or no king.
Good luck to you.
Okay, so that's Aragorn spoken to. There are more people to chat with in this building. Well, in this talk to Gandalf. I think there's also
Aragorn.
Arwen and...
It is good of you to seek me out. You have grown into a fine man of the Dunedain. Your recent deeds of valor have proven your worth.
Let's finally put to bed the most stupid criticism of the movies.
At Fornost, one of the great eagles came to our aid. Perhaps the eagles could help with the ring.
I don't fault you for thinking along those lines. Why not beg a ride from an eagle, fly far out to the west, and drop the ring into the deepest part of the sea? Such ideas were debated at Elrond's council. But there are many things in the deep waters, and seas and lands may change. We cannot think of our time alone. We must destroy this thing forever.
Then have an eagle fly Frodo directly to Mount Doom.
Let's learn why this is stupid.
Indeed. So simple as that. You think so mighty a creature as one of the great eagles could simply waft into Mordor and escape the eye that never sleeps? No, not all the eagles of the Misty Mountains could stand against Sauron and the full power of his ringwraiths. It would be folly. Nor, for that matter, do the great eagles take orders from us.
Pardon me. I had hoped there might be another way, and Frodo could be spared what awaits him.
You have a good heart, and I wish it could be so. We debated many such notions. I had even given thought to dragons. There was a time when dragonfire could destroy a ring of power. But even if the mightiest of the dragons of old, and Calagon the Black, were alive today, his fire would not be enough to consume the One Ring, Sauron's ring. No, there is no other way. Frodo must go to Mount Doom. And you have a foe of your own you must contend with, Agandaur. And there is no telling what allies and powers he is gathering.
I should be going. Farewell, Gandalf.
There's not much he has of import to say, unfortunately. Hey, it's our buddies. How you doing?
The sun shines and all is fair and peaceful here in Imladris. A far cry from the blood and dust of Fornost, is it not? You and your companions did very well there. Indeed, things might have gone badly for us had you not been there. You have earned some time to recover from the toils of battle and hard travel. And I believe you will find no place better for the restoration of body and spirit than this, our home.
It is pleasant, but I shall not stay long. I have promised to scout the Edenmoors for signs of the enemy. But what of you? I cannot believe the two of you will remain idle for any length of time.
No, indeed. We are to set off at once on a similar mission to your own. Only we will travel south, seeking for signs of the Nazgul or other threats. Aragorn will accompany us at least part of the way.
I wish you luck. Goodbye.
But Aragorn has his own thing to be doing. Are you doing this before you head out? That's like a pre-mission scouting? That makes sense. Gimli! Son of Gloin!
I thought it rare to find one dwarf so far from home. Yet here is another. If I may say, there's something about you that reminds me of my companion Farin.
Fucking racist.
Gimli, son of Gloin, at your service.
Gloin.
Your eyes serve you well, Ranger. Farin is indeed a kinsman of mine, and a most valiant dwarf. And if I may say, your own fame has gone before you. You fought well at Fornost, and I hear much praise of your exploits. Most impressive, though of course you had Farin's help.
I must concede the usefulness of a dwarf in battle. He wields his weapon to good effect, as long as he stays clear of my knees.
Useful? I dare say you'll find him more than useful. Why, he's a hero of the Battle of the Five Armies. Men, elves, and dwarves against orcs and goblins. And many an orc has felt the caress of his axe.
Farin said no word of other kin coming to join him. What brings you here to Imladris?
Aye, it's a long march from the halls of Erebor, but grim news goes on swift feet. It was for Bilbo's sake we came, with a warning that the servants of Sauron wished to find him and his ring. Thrice a Black Rider came to the front gate of Erebor, demanding news of Bilbo, and threatens to return once more. Ere that should happen, King Dane sent my father, Glóin, to seek the advice of Elrond. You've heard the results of the council? I see you have. I have sworn to protect Frodo upon his quest, an oath I will fulfill though all the orcs of Middle-earth stand in my way.
When do you leave for the south?
Not soon enough for my liking. Elrond is sending scouts many leagues in all directions, and we will wait for their news. They search for signs of any Nazgul that may have survived the flooding of the river. And there are other threats besides, as you well know. My heart forebodes that the north is not safe.
Elrond has asked us to scout the Edenmoors. But what is it that worries you about the north?
I like not what I've heard of this Agendaur you drove from Fornost. He could yet cause grief untold. There are rumors of gatherings of orcs, goblins, and other deadly foes growing in strength. When the Dark Lord strikes, there will be more than one land that feels his wrath. I fear for the Shire and Rivendell. It would ease my heart to know that you'll look to the defense of the North for as long as you're needed. With help from Farin, of course.
For my part, you have my word on it. And I have no doubt your trustworthy kinsman and Andriel will stand by my side.
Okay, that's him dealt with. There's Gimli. Okay, so this building is clear. Oh, no, you're Gloin. Hey, Gloin.
Well, my friend, it's an honor to make the acquaintance of one of Farin's valiant companions. I'm Glóin, son of Groin from the Lonely Mountain.
And one of Bilbo's companions in the quest to slay the dragon Smaug. It's an honor to meet such a famous dwarf. I'm Eredon of the Dunedain.
I heard about that business at Sarn Ford, and they say the three of you brought down an orc chieftain at Fornost. I expect I'll be hearing of even greater deeds before
Oh
long.
yeah, we killed an ancient Barrow White
It
Lord.
does my heart good to see a dwarf, an elf, and a man working together again. Reminds me of the old days, it does, when the three kindred fought alongside one another in the Battle of the Five Armies.
What could have been important enough to bring you all the way from your distant home?
I came at the bidding of my lord, King Dane. My son Gimli and a few companions came with me, for all paths grow dangerous under the spread of the shadow. With the enemy seeking news of Bilbo, Dane thought we should come to Elrond for counsel. I never imagined what I'd learn when we got here, but it may be wise to say no more.
Aragorn has told us that Frodo bears the One Ring.
Alas, that we should live in such times. Well, Frodo knows what he must do. If I were younger, I'd go with him. But we must each serve where we are most needed, even as you must, with such friends as you trust.
And where do you think I am needed the most?
That's plain as the beard on my face. It's right here, of course. You've uncovered a deadly enemy in this Agendaur. As long as he's free to carry out Sauron's will, he'll gather more orcs, goblins, and trolls to his banner. Rivendell, the Shire, the Brelands, no place will be safe from his wrath. He must be stopped.
Sauron's attention will be focused largely on the south. Perhaps if we thwart his plans here, it will distract him. That could benefit Frodo and the Fellowship on their quest.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Yeah, that's even though we're not done talking to all the fucking people in Rivendell. We're done for now because we're running long. And we'll be back next time to chat it up with more popular characters. So until then, guys, ciao. Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!